I paid $1,000 for someone else's abandoned dream. It was a disaster, coated in wall paint, buried in dust, and a total mechanical mystery. Was I the first one who was going to quit? Probably. The goal? Recreate the legendary Fast and Furious Civic. But life happened to the previous owner, leaving behind a mess of construction filler and failed dreams. But I had to at least try. The moment water hit the body, the truth came out. This wasn't car paint, it was wall paint. Roller marks, drips, and bubbles everywhere. The finish was ruined. It was going to be a ground-up restoration. $3,000 just to fix the damage. We stripped it to the bone, finding layers of history and botched repairs. One dent at a time, we were bringing it back to life. Watching the paint go on was the turning point. A deep, glossy black that screams tuner lineage. The Phoenix was finally emerging from its own garbage ashes. The result? A rolling testament to grit. Custom body kit, polished black paint, and a modified heart under the hood that finally runs. This is the Fast and Furious Vision reborn. For $1,000 invested and a potential $4,000 in profit. The previous owner thought this was impossible. I proved it wasn't. Don't let someone else's quit stop your dream. I paid $1,000 for what was once someone's dream build. But looking at it now, it's a total disaster. An abandoned Civic covered in wall paint and cement dust. The plan was to recreate the iconic Fast and Furious Civic, tuner culture legend, but the execution was a mess of construction filler and failed dreams. Still, I had to try. Before we could even start, we had to see what was underneath. We hauled out the pressure washers and started blasting away years of neglect. This was the moment of truth. As soon as the water hit, the truth came out. This wasn't car paint, it was wall paint. The kind you'd find in a house. Roller marks and bubbles were visible everywhere. It was a disaster. Every panel was crooked, every surface uneven. The body guy was brutally honest. It was going to cost $3,000 just to fix the mess and prep it for paint. It was a lot, but I was all in. We started by removing the filler and grinding down to the raw metal. Sparks were flying as we stripped away the past, layer by painful layer. This car was finally being brought back to life. Beneath the hideous black wall paint, we found something unexpected, red stripes from an earlier paint job. A reminder that this Civic once had a respectable life before it was butchered. While the body was being fixed, I turned to the underside. The chassis was coated in grime, but structurally, it was solid. No major rust and no frame damage. We had a solid foundation. The interior was its own ecosystem of dust and trash. I spent hours deep cleaning every fabric surface and plastic trim. If it was going to look new on the outside, it had to be clean on the inside. Then came the moment we'd all been waiting for, paint. I had the shop mix a deep, glossy black to match the movie car, a shade that screams tuner heritage. It was time for the transformation. Watching the paint go on was surreal. After all the dings, the filler, and the grime, this Civic was finally emerging like a phoenix from its own garbage ashes. It was a masterclass in restoration. With the paint dry, we buffed the clear coat to bring out that deep black shine. This is where the magic happens, transforming a paint job into a premium, show-quality finish. Every pass revealed more depth. The chrome wheels were a heavy investment, $800, but they were the key to nailing that iconic movie aesthetic. I bit the bullet, and it was worth every cent. Just when I thought we were done, I opened the hood and found a modified heart. The previous owner had ruined the paint, but he invested in the engine. This Civic was built to run. Weeks of washing, grinding, and painting led to this. The $1,000 disaster was gone, replaced by a tuner dream. Custom kit, glossy black paint, and that signature neon glow. We did it. I stood back and took it all in. This wasn't just a restored Civic, it was a vision reborn. A testament to what happens when you don't give up on a project, no matter how hard it gets. For $1,000 invested and a potential $4,000 in profit. But more importantly, I finished what someone else gave up on. I proved that the impossible just takes a little more grit. This wasn't just a build, it was a journey. The previous owner thought it was impossible, but now it's a rolling testament that anything can be amazing if you just see it through.